up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counter Punch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather had this to say about Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua. He stated, I think Oleksandr Usyk, I think his preparation and in training for this fight, he's been behind the scenes. Anthony Joshua, he's been in the spotlight. So I think when these guys meet, it's not a big upset for me because Oleksandr Usyk has done all his things behind the scenes. So when it all comes and said and done, Oleksandr Usyk did what he had to do. Those are the words of Floyd Mayweather. But seriously, Floyd said that just because you don't see a guy showcased doesn't mean a guy is better, okay, or not as good as the guys that showcased, right? And I think that Floyd's absolutely right. I think that Floyd knows boxing just as well as anybody else, and he knows that Joshua was that guy that we're so accustomed to seeing. And because we're so accustomed to seeing him, we expect him to produce a certain type of performance because he's in the spotlight, because he's accustomed to the fame, you know. But that goes hand in hand with defeat and how good you really are as a fighter. Especially someone like Usyk, that he doesn't really care to be that dude, okay? Not saying he hates it. He just doesn't care to be that dude. You know, opportunities in boxing are only so many, okay? Because a lot of times if you lose that opportunity, it's 2 or 3 years before you get it again. You can't say that shit for the UFC, but when you're talking about opportunities, championship opportunities, you have to take what you got. Look at Dillian White. Dillian White had an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua. He turned it down. And look what he's been doing ever since. Fighting for the opportunity to fight on his same sanctioning body as an interim champion. And that just shows you, well, damn, if it's hard for Dillian White, what makes you think it ain't hard for guys like Jermaine Franklin, Oscar Rivas, Trevor Bryant, Joe Joyce? A lot of these guys that it will take them a while and they have to shoot their shot, so they have to wait on their opportunity. And that's based off the counsel that they have, you know, from their team. So there's not a lot of opportunities there. So saying all that to say this, people, Oleksandr Usyk only had a particular way to get in. Imagine him waiting around for the WBC. He would be waiting forever because they make Dillian White wait forever. So make Dillian White wait forever. Don't give nobody else the opportunity because we're still bullshitting Dillian White. So it's only so many ways that you can get in legitimately without the bias or corruption in the sport of boxing, the sport that I love, that I hate so much. There's only so many ways to get in. That's why you don't have a lot of fights, because a fighter looks at it like this. This goes against my team's wishes or plans to get me that championship shot. Now, back to Floyd. Floyd saying that Oleksandr Usyk, you know, is behind the scenes. I think Usyk's that type of good guy to stay behind the scenes. I think that gives him more focus. I think Usyk is one of the best heavyweights, if not the best heavyweight in the world right now. Tyson Fury, you beat the same guy, and I guess you are considered the best. But was the guy that you beat, was he considered the best? See what I'm saying? Just because he didn't lose, you know? And then when he did lose, you're all of a sudden the best? I just don't buy it. You know, I don't buy that whole thing. They all have to fight each other to see where they place. That's it. You know? But Floyd, you know, I think Floyd wasn't bothered by the hype because he's seen fighters like that. Now, let me get a little deeper, though. Floyd seen that, and that didn't surprise him, fighting some certain guys that you haven't heard of. What makes you think Floyd didn't choose not to fight guys like Usyk when he was fighting. Counterpunch. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Floyd Money Mayweather stating is that Oleksandr Usyk, and he is not surprised that Oleksandr Usyk beat Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.